if not more, together with the load shedding crisis. And that we cannot ignore. It's not a European issue, it's our problem. We are dealing with it, we are contributing. Even if it's small, we are still doing it. And we cannot sit back and say that we are not going to transition. It's going to happen. Either we're going to coordinate it and ensure it's done in a just way, or it's going to happen to us. So what we are saying is, make sure it's a paced transition, you do it the right way, you think about diversification, you think about its own to the exclusion of the other. So please bear that in mind. I think one other point, Europe, as much as they've gone back to coal, they have done so while retaining targets, and it's a short-term blip in the radar. Their long-term trajectory still is towards decarbonize. We got to put our own plan that works for us, that we can own and we can do ourselves with all the options on the table, as was indicated by the panelist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all the questions. Unfortunately, we are out of time. I do have to move on. I would like to give the panelists just a minute for their closing remarks. Mike, I did listen to my mom who said, stick with science and maths. So I am one of those, and I hope all of us will encourage those around us to really stay in the STEM industries. And the one thing my mom said to me was, I was like, why do I have to study science and maths? And she said, because it will offer you the most opportunities. And we are seeing that now, the fourth industrial revolution and all the new economies that are popping up require STEM studies to be in place. So any last comments that anyone has? We can wrap up after that.
My comment is, we are building a country. And as I said at the start, that every country that's growing needs energy. And let's all harness the energy mix that we're talking about. We'll have fossil fuels for some time. Let's drive nuclear, because we've got Quebec Power Station. Let's make sure that it works for us. Let's invest in renewables. If you see an opportunity in wind, solar, and other forms of energy, let's do it. Let's have a diverse energy mix. My ambition about our country is that in Africa, them to depend on us, because we've got a strong energy mix that is reliable, that is affordable, and that is consistent. That's my vision.
Thank you so much. Jose?
Thank you. I would agree with that. And I will to do. And this
is not intending, not exploit the opportunities within the renewable energy sector to deal with our fundamental socio-economic challenges, such as unemployment and inequality, and above all, energy security. Thank you to my panelists, and thank you to Mike Deke and Sariti for being one of our platinum sponsors. We appreciate it when Black industrialists show up for Black people. Thank you, sir.
Round of applause. The President, I've engaged with Huse. I'm not going to comment except to say that I represent Black business in the Commission. I therefore serve, it's now